Hey, 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 ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Jelani Stokes, and I gotta tell you, it's great to be back with this live situation. It's been a while since I've done a live, and a lot of things have happened, work and obviously things going on in the world. But it's sometimes it's just hard to come and do lives and have subjects and matters to talk about every week. So I had a little bit of time today, and I thought I'd come on and just share my thoughts with you guys today. So yeah, welcome. This is Live with Jelani, back in effect. And this live is really going to kind of give you a preview because a lot of you right now on YouTube have been checking me out, watching my reaction videos to a lot of great music, and I've been having lots of fun with that. And I kind of took a little bit of a break because as you guys know in the title, I am a music teacher. So the demands of a music teacher call, and you got to get all these things ready for these kids, which I love my students. They're so fantastic. And I love seeing these young individuals grow into competent musicians. And that's just one of my key goals in life. So I've been really working hard on getting them situated with band and with other programs. So it's been a little bit difficult to kind of get back and share some love of music, some of my favorite songs with you guys. But I gotta tell you, it's 2022, it's a brand new year, and I've got a brand new set of ideas and reactions coming to you. You've already seen a few of my new ones. I just put one out on Michael Jackson's iconic, and I have to say iconic, performance at Motown 25, which literally changed how Michael was perceived by the whole audience. Okay, so check that one out. I really tell a great story about how that all came together. And the other one I did was of the Eagles, Listen to the Music, which is such a great classic song and such a great title, and I'll talk about that in that video, so go check those out. Those are my two latest ones, but I've got a plethora of artists and songs that I plan to share, as well as I'm actually getting ready to start a brand new series where I'm actually going to talk more about the artist and not just the song, because a lot of these songs that I've featured, like the Bee Gees, like Queen, like the Eagles, they have these magnificent stories that I always want to talk about, but I never have the opportunity to because we're talking about a certain section of the band's time. So we're going to start the series where I'm actually going to get a chance to talk more about the band and the things that interest me, things I found fascinating about the band. So we're going to just kind of give you a little preview of what I plan to feature in this new series, because I think it's going to be fantastic. So here's some of the things I plan to feature. We're going to start with the band Chicago. I mean, yes, we're going to talk more about the Doobie Brothers. I got some things on them I want to talk about. We're coming back to my man Dimash. Yes, that wonderful vocalist. And then, oh yes, we're going to start more about ABBA with some of their other songs. Yes, and the Eagles, Desperado. We have to talk about how they were. And the Bee Gees, always, they've got such a fascinating story. New Edition. Ooh, you guys, let me tell you about them. They're going to be fantastic. And then Queen, I call them the chameleons of music, and they're going to do some things. And little Janet Jackson, she's not so little, but we're going to talk about what she had to do. And then, of course, the man, Mr. Michael Jackson. So that's a lot of what I plan to talk about in these videos that I like to call hey, it's good to see you. Thank you. It's good to be back. I actually tried to do this. I did a live I used to do this often, and I may come back and do some semi-regular lives because sometimes it's just nice to just talk off the cuff and not have to have everything planned and just have discussions, because it's a little bit more natural than having to always make sure everything's right. So I have so many artists that I'm going to do new songs, new reaction video songs to, and then I'm going to do this series, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. If you have enjoyed my reaction videos, you will enjoy these, I promise, because I'm really going to highlight it, 2 to 3 major major contributions or major interesting facts that I just find fascinating that makes them unique. And it's from that perspective that we can kind of look at the artist from a more holistic standpoint than just a snapshot from their songs. As well as, hey, I'm a musician myself. And one of the things I love to do is share my music with you guys. So I'm also going to continue to share my creations, a lot more a cappella videos. I got a lot of them down the pipeline that I'm working on. And I also got, I'm going to actually play some more bass. You know, I just realized I have not shot a new bass video in I think it's almost been a year. I'm like, and I'll tell you, that's one of the easiest ones. I just sit back and play. So, you know, I'm long overdue to post some more bass jams. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And so I got a lot of things that I'm looking to share, but I kind of wanted to say something today because, once again, you know, I had some time, and I just wanted to let you guys know I didn't go away. I just, you know, teacher duties call, and I wanted to make sure my students were well taken care of. And I just wanted to make sure that when I came back, I wanted to make sure that I came back, and I came back in a big way. So, yes, lots of great things, lots of exciting things coming down the pike. And, yes, more bass is coming. I tell you, watching my videos, my reaction videos, you know, the parts that if I ever watch them, be honest, I actually don't watch the actual review. The thing that I enjoy the most is either the playing or the a cappella example that I would provide, because I just love music. I just love listening to music, and I'm a fan of what I do. So anytime you see me post something, I post it because I'm a fan of what I just put together from a fan perspective. Like, I don't sit back with it like, oh yeah, look what I did. Yeah, I did that. And you got this big chest out and you're like, yeah. No, that's not me at all. I actually listen to it as a fan, and I just love enjoying what I created. One of my all-time favorite a cappella videos is my cover of Take Six's Spread Love. Love that song so much. And I just love the way it came out. And I say to myself and my best friend, I said, man, dude, you sound like Take Six. I was like, yeah, I do sound like Take Six. Like, wow, yeah, that's awesome. So I have a lot more of those coming down the pike. And yeah, absolutely more reaction videos. I'm working on those and giving you more of the stuff that you guys enjoy. So, you know, a lot of this is going to be just my love of music and my ability to share my love of music with you guys. Because, you know, at the end of the day, music, and I sign this off on every email in my teaching, music is a universal language. It truly is. It truly brings people together in such a way that I can't understand, you know. And I think that it's important to let people know what music can do for you. Music has done so much for my life. And, you know, it's one of those things that's why I'm a teacher, because I want to share that music, and I want to share those experiences, and I want the kids to experience what I got a chance to get out of music. And I do that with my videos. I'm sharing what I learned, what I know, and what I love. So, you know, at some point, you guys can enjoy it just like I do. So that's kind of what's going on with me. So those will be coming out soon, hopefully. And then if you guys want to see more of a live, I can it's like today was just kind of an impromptu live. I don't really have anything seriously special or interesting or any topics to really talk about. But I just thought I'd come on today just to let you guys know I'm still here and things are still coming. So if I read your comments, thank you. I truly appreciate it. That means a lot. And you could tell it's genuine. Like I tell people every day, I can't believe I love my job. I can't believe this is my job. Thank you. I love that you guys are here. You guys you make this so much more enjoyable. And but I was talking with one of my students yesterday, and I tell them, I said, you know what? I love my job. I love teaching you guys. I love teaching music. I love sharing music. I love performing music. There's something about that that's contagious. Okay, there's a story that I would tell people about, like, what got me into performing and being a musician. Well, a lot of it's family, and we'll get into family connections a little bit later. But it was my senior year of college, and I was in a group called Up in the Air, which is from Tiffin University. Check them out. They are a fantastic group, and I had the pleasure of actually singing with them, and it was wonderful. So, yes, I was performing a show, and then after the show, a young lady came up to me and said this, and I'll never forget these words. She said, "I want to thank you. You helped me remember one of my dearest friends who just passed away, and you helped me remember how wonderful he was." Wow. Now that's powerful. That's knowing that you have an effect on people's lives. And ever since then, I've always strived to do that for people. And now I'm doing it from a teaching standpoint, and I'm doing it from sharing my knowledge standpoint here, and then also continuing to perform, using my own platform of editing and arranging and bass jams. One thing I would like to do, and I'll just put this out there, I do also write a lot of music, and I'm working on some projects right now. And at some point, I would love to start sharing my own originals. I'm working on a project right now with my two cousins, and we've been working on it for a little while. And yes, Bee Gees forever. Those guys are amazing. And I'm actually, if you guys must know, I didn't want to say nothing yet. I'm working on a full BG a cappella arrangement. I'm not going to tell you which song, but I'm going to tell you it's one of my favorites. I actually have roots in that song, deep roots. And maybe when we do another live, I might introduce it then, and I'll talk about my roots for that song. But yeah, I lost my train of thought, because when you say Bee Gees forever, you just can't stop. You go back to the Bee Gees. But I was talking about, my cousins. So we got a group called First Cousin, and it's my two other first cousins. And I wrote and produced the entire album, and with my father executive producing. And we've had a little success with it. And it's something that I also love to do. I love to write. I love to write my own music. And I would love to use this as a platform once, I feel like the time is right. I don't feel like the time is right now, but I feel like when the time is right, to share that with you guys and to see what you guys think. Because I think, my goal overall is to share my love of music with the world. And I'm going to do that in multiple ways. So, that's basically what's going on with me. And hopefully, if you guys like this format, if you guys are watching this later on and you like this format, I'm thinking about maybe doing it again. I would love to do another live format again, and just kind of come up with some topics to discuss, in live time, and have actual live conversations and discussions. Because when you guys watch my videos, some of you write some really great comments, and just some really thought-provoking comments that really make you think. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes when I read some of these comments, it makes me really want to engage in a discussion. I got a comment about my recent video. I apologize for forgetting your name, but it was a really interesting comment about Michael Jackson and about the turning point that he had right there on Motown 25. And one of the artist spotlights I'm going to do is on Michael Jackson, because he is an absolutely fascinating character. And not, I want to say character, a fascinating person, because he it was so complex what he had to go through. And oh, I will definitely do that. I will give you a warning for if I decide to do a new live. I just kind of did this because the analytics say, hey, you should go on at 2 o'clock because that's when your people are here. And then, and honestly, I was looking at the analytics like, I'm a teacher. 2 o'clock doesn't always work for me. Yeah. But yes, I will give you a live update. And when I decide to go live, what I'll do is I'll make sure you guys know well in advance. So we may even do a live reaction. Don't know if I can because, YouTube, they get real kind of about you playing people's music. And then they want to block it. And then nobody can watch it. And then we got problems. So, but we will do something like that. But going back to Michael's such a fascinating character because if you read through him, you read about his life, it's so complex. He's such a complex individual that I've always said the album Thriller was the best and worst thing that ever happened to him. And this is the only thing I'll share, and then you got to watch the artist spotlight to get the rest. Thriller became one of the biggest albums of all time. And it was great for him because he became the biggest pop star. Literally, 1984 was the year of Michael Jackson, okay? Bar none. I don't care what anybody says. That was Michael Jackson's year, okay? For the rest of his life, he tried his hardest to replicate that. And that was never going to happen because Thriller was just this. It was the right album at the right time. It was just all of these, the stars all aligned for this to just blow up. And unfortunately, as great as an album as it was, and he had some great albums afterwards, it was very rare that was ever going to happen again. You sell the most albums, got the greatest selling album of all time. Yes, talent, but that's also a lot of circumstances. So he pushed himself, and I feel like he pushed himself to the absolute limit to try to recapture Thriller. Because watch his interviews, he'll always say, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait, this is going to be the greatest thing I've ever done. And, in his mind it was. But unfortunately, I don't know if he was ever going to live back up to that. So, and then we're not even going to get to what it did to his family. I mean, literally, Thriller was what literally cut the cord between him and the Jacksons. And I'll talk about that in my reaction, in my Artist Spotlight video, because it literally was what cut him from the Jacksons. And what really did the separating was Thriller. It kind of started with Off the Wall, but Thriller really just cut that cord. And we'll talk about that later. But so many interesting things. He was such a magnificent talent. Look at me. I can't help myself. I love talking about this stuff. So, all right. So, we will do this again because this was fun. I enjoy this. But I will definitely give you guys a heads up with some and let you guys know when this is coming. So that way you guys can prepare to watch and engage. And I would love for you guys to come on and just engage, ask questions, have dialogue, and I can answer them live in person right here. And that's something that we can do together. And I think that might be fun. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for, always coming up and just showing me love. It really makes doing these and filming all of these scenes worth it. And I'm happy to share my love and music with you guys. So until next time, this is Jelani Stokes. And listen, we'll be talking soon. Thank you guys so much. Take care.